Hello out there.
Hello there.
All right, it's nice to see everybody. So funny thing, I just now did my intro for the live stream, right? And I forgot that I unmuted my mic here, but not in the actual system. So my entire opening, you guys in the game heard it, but everyone else missed it out there. So you know what? Whatever. I'm mad at this.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Covey-san. Thank you for welcoming us back. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're tired. All right. I'm ready to game. What about y'all?
Do it.
Hang on. Before this thing gets started, I want to look at my character sheet and see if there's anything I want to burn real quick.
Bridges. We burn bridges here, sir.
It depends on the time of day. I do believe
The correct answer would have been Ezra. Ezra Bridgers.
Oh, I've got 0 skill points, so I'm good. Powers, is your headset working again? Powers. Earth to Powers.
The
Powers
GM's
to
trying
Earth.
Force choke me for my bad joke.
I take it that is a no.
His headset was working earlier. He just
Awesome.
doesn't have it on. He's trying to set up his new monitor. Oh, negative.
Negative?
Yeah, he said his headset just stopped working.
You realize the reason why that happened is because as soon as he had stopped streaming, it went nope.
Yep. So, yeah, San Antonio was a blast. I'll fill up some air while Powers is working on his stuff. Got to do a lot of things I've never done before, see a lot of things I've never seen before. Went to the Alamo. Big history person, so that was awesome. Inside the Alamo, at the display thing, they have a rifle that Fess Parker donated to the Alamo. The state of Tennessee gave him a muzzleloading rifle like Crockett's, and he donated it to the Alamo from there. But they also did have a gun that was owned by David Crockett at the Alamo. So that was really cool, and we saw where the remains of the Heroes of the Alamo are currently stored. I was freaking out the whole time. Okay, y'all just be
you're all
quiet.
dead. I'm joking. Let's see. To do a brief recap, since you guys don't seem to remember exactly where you left at, you saw a big scary ship floating overhead, and you just like, nope. And you got on your speeder bikes and ran.
Yep, that sounds about right.
You know, at some point in time, you guys are going to have to talk to that guy.
No.
Nope.
This is the most pathetic thing, Mando. No. No, not going to do it.
No.
He is not pathetic sounding, he is smart.
Exactly.
There's a
Those are the
reason
run
he has
away.
survived so long.
Exactly.
I did not realize that cowardice was a Mando creed.
It's not.
It's called
You
the Creed
fight
of the Survivor.
to run away.
A survivor, yeah.
It's called the Creed of the Survivor.
All right. Powers, are you okay? Do you have audio now?
I'm going to say no, he can't hear us. Can you hear?
We do need to roll to see what order everything's going to go in.
Yep. I was going to say, if you guys want to go ahead and roll for initiative.
What am I rolling? Initiative.
Dex.
Dexterity.
Let's see if my dex works.
Watch it.
Mine did not.
Yeah, my dexterity works.
All right, so hold on. 3.
All right. Hito just force chugged us something and made it happen.
Is it /R or R/?
The one that's on the question mark key. That first.
R.
Okay.
All right, so 18, 12, 14. Okay, so let me set up the order here. 18 first is Mando. I arrange y'all's heads in order. And then Hito, who is eating something.
Do we
Noodles.
want to wait for
Yep.
just to make sure?
Yep.
As of right now, I go last, which is fine by me.
Oh no, don't ever put it past him about the fact that he will roll a 0 on a 3d6.
That's
Powers.
that's not possible, but you know.
You know, you did have lights on in your room, and now you're just a floating head.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
That's because I'm wearing a black shirt.
You weren't wearing a black shirt like 10 minutes ago.
Yes, I was. I
Oh.
just had the window open. I closed my window.
I wonder if he's got to go in his settings.
No,
It
because-
was working earlier.
audio output source always goes over to the thing.
It should be
It's
whatever the
always
default
default.
is for Windows.
Wow, awesome has overlapped over Mando, so now I have awesome Mando. Well, I see the blue bar from him making a sound.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple times, but it's like it's not registering his audio as sound.
Unfortunately, he's not set up on one of my company's work computers. Otherwise, I would just remote in and fix his stuff. That is one of my favorite tools.
All right. Everyone watching us is like, man, this is so exciting. We're sitting here
I
offering
know.
technical advice. I'm sorry for anyone that is watching this and going, man, these guys are crazy.
They would be correct.
All right, so there I was, and I was just blasting away, right? And one came through the door, bang. Another one came through the door, bang. Then two more came through the door, so it was bang, bang. And that's like ding dong.
You know what? I would make a comment, but you would get mad at me and something about family friendly. Okay, so I can do some intermission as we are trying to. We're going to give it a few more minutes. That does not look like noodles, good sir.
No, now it's the
Is that
next
hibachi?
carb. It's the next carb on the night. Rice.
Oh. Okay, so as you guys are very quickly speeding towards the city, that being the three guys, not the watcher, you happen to see off in the distance this ship that seems to be kind of flitting about. It seems to be as if it's kind of tracking you, but at the same point in time, it's in the process of taking other notes of interest. And you guys make it all the way into Mos Eisley. Upon getting there, these guys, the gate guards, they know you by now. They step aside, let you in and whatnot. And you go into the local cantina. And when you happen to get there, you are immediately taken notice of. People look at you like the whole area goes completely, absolutely quiet. They're just sitting there staring at you. And after a few seconds, the bartender turns around, looks at you. He's sitting there cleaning a dirty glass with the dirty rag, and he flops it over his shoulder, and he says, "So you are the guys that went over to the Imperial-controlled town and basically flipped the bird." A few seconds later, one person says, "Yeah, we don't want him here." And they all start grunting and cheering and clapping and everything else. And then after a few seconds, they die down a little bit. The bartender is doing like this. He says, "All right, I tell you what. We got an area outside of town, and well, we really can't have you stay in town because that guy's probably going to come looking for you. And no offense, you being heroes and all, you know, telling the Empire that they can shove it up their exhaust port, so to say. We're going to need for you to stay outside of town for at least a day or two. However, having said that," and he turns around and he looks over to Chugum, who is sitting there behind you. He says, "I believe that our friendly Wookiee here has a bit of a deal for you." And Chugum turns around and says, "Yes, I believe that you should be well compensated." He says, "At some point in time, you're going to find it dangerous to stay around these parts. These parts being this solar system. So, if you can run a few errands for me, not a lot. There's an area outside of town in which I need for you to go to. And there's going to be some parts there that you can retrieve and come back." Hey, I heard awesome.
I heard an awesome.
All is well. I'm back.
Yay!
Hey,
Hey, I could hear everything you were saying, but you just couldn't hear me, so I'm back. Don't worry.
Okay. Anyway, he says the first place is, well, honestly, it's a scrapyard. I'm going to go send you there. There's a ship or two out there it'll be beneficial for you to salvage it because I'm going to help you rebuild an old ship around here. The parts from this old ship they're not exactly universal, but they're common enough. So he turns around and he says, you're going to need muscle and you're going to need help. So I want you to take Tarbaka here with you. He's strong enough to help you out. However, you're probably going to need a bigger vehicle. So what we're going to do is, whichever one of you knows how to operate the equivalent of a vehicle with the trailer attached to it, possibly a 12-foot trailer, or you can always go rent a hauler or a wrecker, and you can go get these parts, and we can start building up your ship. Now, of course, when you get the ship, you're going to be indebted to me, and I'm going to have you running cargo of frankly questionable nature. But after you do a few runs of it, you'll eventually be even and fair and square, and then I'll give you the option to buy the ship off of me. Does that sound like a good deal to you?
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
He says, all right. And he turns around and he looks at the bartender, and he kind of gives a slight nod to him. The bartender does a slow wink to him, walks on over, gets up another glass. Same dirty glass. Still sitting there trying to clean it off. Same old dirty towel. Except this time he walks over and he sets it in front of, you know what? He sits in front of Mando. And he says, there's important information here. Mando, give me a perception.
Let's see.
All right, that is definitely high enough. You take notice that this filthy beer stein is actually sitting on a really clean cup holder. Really seems completely out of place.
I'm gonna take a look at that cup holder.
All right, so you take the beer stein off, and the dirt and grunge from the beer stein literally sticks to the beer, sticks over to the coaster is what it is. And as it does so, you hear it kind of as it pulls apart, and you look at it, and there seems to be 3 sets of numbers. You passed your perception check, so you know that it's more or less a global positioning system. And he says, yeah. Go get you a truck or something and go there. It says there's several things out there that you may want. These are items that were not put in the warehouse for a good reason. Once we find out that Mr. the Hutt tended to take notice of everything that we brought, we put the better stuff aside. It says, you boys feel free to scavenge up and salvage whatever you can. And the only thing is that you only get 2 trips out there. So you best load it up for what you can. So, yeah. You guys can either, it is starting to become later on during the day. You can either go off later on right now. I mean, you can either go off later on or you can go off right now.
So we wait a little bit so we can get a proper vehicle.
Okay. So you're going to go off and see if you can find
Something where we can haul some cargo with.
All right. Well, keep in mind the only vehicle that you 3 each have is literally a speeder bike, and you're not going to be able to tow a wagon loaded down with stuff on, even with 3 speeder bikes hooked up to it. Someone's going to have to drive a wagon.
Yeah.
I volunteer tribute.
All right. So, are you guys? Is someone going to go off and see about renting a vehicle first, or are you going to go on over to the out of town area and spend the night there, and then come back and get a vehicle?
No, I want to go looking for a vehicle myself.
I'll go with you if you want.
Yeah, that'll be fine. It's always great to have backup around, especially since I seem to be able to anger everyone just by breathing.
Well,
Maybe.
Well, yeah, I mean, you are you.
I proclaimed that I would come with you, but you can't understand a word I'm saying.
I can hear you now.
No, Tarbaka, you can't understand me. Remember?
Ah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry. We're going to work on that.
Can we do a language roll to see if he can finally pick up that I'm and something?
You know what? Yep. Hito and hold up. Mando, do you already know Wookiee?
The translator in my helmet's slow, but after
Okay.
a while I should be able to pick it up.
All right, I tell you what. Give me a technical to see if you can tweak it. If you get 10 or higher, you're able to optimize it and make it so that it's almost in real time.
Technical?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, you tweak it up a little bit, but it's not as fast or as speedy as what it could be. It seems
Basically with this I'd be able to pick up rough phrases, ideas, but I would not be able to translate. I'd be able to pick up that way, effectively.
yeah.
Shoot there.
I'm able to pick up concepts, not exact thoughts.
Yeah, not exact phrases. Okay.
Could I roll a language check and see if I can give him basic sign language?
Yes, that would be that would make things easier. He don't understand anything.
Well, I don't see where it actually went.
Slash
I
R.
rolled I see.
14.
Yeah, remember the sheet still has issues, so you have to either type it in or use a quick roller.
Oh!
19.
I roll a 0.
All right, Hito, you've started picking up on the ideas that this Wookiee's laying down, and you're like, okay.
That's not.
Yeah, but there were 3 6s on that. I needed 4, right?
Yeah, but
Well, if you had got 4, it would have been awesome, but
no, 3 6. No, it's 3 6s is a pip.
No, it's all the dice.
All the dice.
it's all dice.
I was so close.
So close. All right, so you guys go on out, or at least Hito and Mando go out, which only leaves more or less. the
Power
Wookiees,
said he wanted
so-
to go too.
I was gonna say, so y'all really should just take the Wookiee with you. I mean, really, who's gonna say no to a Wookiee?
I like
Follow
my
the
arms
Wookiee
attached.
Wookiee.
Thank you very much.
Let me roll. I finally found what I need to roll. Let me just hit it one time. It's two. Mine's 2d6 plus 2. There you go. So 11. I can give sign language.
You can do a rudimentary, point and whatnot, and they'll pick it up.
I want to go too.
I pick up.
Okay.
The Kong pound means I want to go too. You know what? That is what I am about to tweet out.
You know what? I glanced around for a brief second, organizing things on my screen, and I completely missed it, and I feel like an idiot. Oh well, I guess this just means I need to watch the playback. Be in on the joke. Are you tweeting during my session?
Yes, I am. I'm tweeting that out right now. Well, technically, it's going to be a Facebook post, but still.
What exactly are you sending out?
As has been decided by tonight's game, the King Kong chest beat means I want to go to in Wookiee.
Yeah, see, you'd think it'd mean point at them and walk. No, evidently it's...
I want to go too.
Okay.
Don't leave me out.
All right, that's out there. That's there.
I don't know what to say about that.
Why did he roll a 20?
Oh, for no reason whatsoever.
I don't like that he rolled a 20. I need an adult.
We're gonna have
Here.
issues. I can tell already. We're gonna have issues.
I need an adult.
If you log into Roll20 and I'm here, I promise you're going to have issues. Okay, so as you guys go off and you're looking around for a truck and whatnot, you do happen to see, hey, Mando, what was the name of the guy
All I see is the.
that Dreas rented the stuff from, bought the truck from?
Oh,
Don't go anywhere. Well, hang on, guys. I gotta do
give me a minute,
something
I can run out to the car
real
and grab my
quick.
binder. I think I've got it written down.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what? You guys come along and you see Crazy Eddie's truck and car rental. You happen to see as you're looking around the saddest flailing, flopping, inflatable car guy that there is. He's barely moving whatsoever. Yeah, he's just kind of.
He actually looks down.
And you know what? As you get closer, you take notice that there is no power source hooked up to this. The fan that's supposed to be moving is not moving. And you hear from a tiny little voice from inside of the inflatable car guy, "Help! You won't let me out! Help!" Anyway, as you keep on walking forward, this big old guy comes walking out. He looks like he's I'll be honest with you. He's round and rotund. He has been eating very well, and moving around is not something that he's been doing very much of.
Oh, great. Human Jabba.
Yes, yeah, human Jabba. And yeah, I haven't put you guys on the map yet that you're supposed to be on. That's why we're still looking at the intro map.
Okay.
Anyway, as you guys are sitting there, let me see who said what.
Chubby.
All right.
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My phone dinged, and I didn't realize that it was awesome saying something.
Ding.
Anyway, as you
Buzz
go, as Crazy Ed walks on up, you hear him kind of as he's walking forward, and he comes up and he looks at you. He goes, "Hi, boys. Man, it's hot out here. What can I do you for?"
Looking for a truck.
A truck. Yeah. We got a few of them. You need a big truck or a little truck?
Large.
See, this is a man that knows how it is when you're large or in charge. That's what my mama said. Alrighty there. Here's what we're going to do. I got two large trucks. One of them is a repulsor lift up, and he points off to the side. To call this a truck is a bit of a stretch. It's the equivalent of a military transport with several trailers attached to it. To put it in simple words, it's big, and it's completely questionable about how he got it. And then he looks and says, "Well, then after that, we got old Betsy over there. She does good, but she got wheels and gets stuck every now and then." He points on over to the other side, and you see what looks like, in their terms, is kind of a standard U-Haul.
Mm-hmm.
It is a wheeled vehicle. He says, "We do also have hover sled trailers that you can attach and use for pulling." Oh, God. Why is it so hot? Oh, my God. But you know what? You boys, come on inside with me. We can set up a deal inside. And he's sitting there, thump, thump, thump. His little trailer is about maybe 10 feet away. It takes him 5 minutes to walk that distance. As he walks up onto the steps, you take notice that the steps are made of metal. You also take notice that you hear the metal creaking very loudly. with severe protest.
That's a big boy.
Yep, he turns around and you happen to see that there's a door. There's no way in the world he's fitting in that door. And he looks and he taps the door, and what looks to be a normal sized door opens up, split center. And then it opens up center again, big enough for him to walk in. And he still has to turn sideways and duck his head in. Because
Hey.
yeah, no. This guy is around 8 foot tall. He is really tall and excessively big. And he ducks on in and he steps in there and he goes, "All right, you boys, come on in here. We gonna make up a deal. All right." And a few seconds later, you take notice that this building, this trailer, more or less what it is on hydraulic shocks. Because when he plops down into his chair, you hear them actually whine. And you hear the and then the trailer goes back up. After a few seconds, he gets level with the door and you can all walk in. Sadly, I do not have a map of this trailer set up, so you got to use your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's going in at first?
I'll go in.
All right. Mando walks in first. As you walk in, you happen to take notice that this guy has 3 air conditioners pointed directly at his desk. There's one behind him, one to the left, and one to the right, and he is sitting dead in the middle of it. It's hitting him full blast, and he's sitting there, "Oh, sweet mercy. Ugh. Bless them Tradition traders for giving me this. I love them. I love them. Oh, God, I love them." And he goes, "All right, you boys sit on down. Here, pull on up a stool." And he points towards these flimsy little wooden stools. Evidently, a lot of people have sat in them. The legs have been broken. They have been attached. They have been super glued. They've been duct taped. They've been Wookiee taped. They've been broken off again. They have been replaced with replacement legs. At some point in time, the only part of these seats of these stools that are still genuine has to be the actual seat itself.
So
And
these are the stools of Theseus. Got it.
All right, you guys make your way on in and sit down. And he looks to you and says, "All right, so you wanna rent a truck? You wanna the big boy out there, or you want old Betsy that's reliable and gets stuck like all heck?" That's interesting. Sonny, you got to tell me how in the world you are not dying. I mean, you ain't nothing but a walking fur jacket. All right. I'm giving him a roll to see if he knows Wookiee. No, but he understands your gestures. He's been in this game long enough. All right, so you 3 are sitting there talking to this guy. What kind of truck do you want?
I want the big boy.
Yeah, I'm thinking the big one's probably going to be
Yeah, I
our
like the big
best.
boy.
Because we don't want anything getting stuck. We don't have time for that.
In case if I have not made this clear, you guys have seen The Mandalorian, right?
Yep.
Okay. You've seen the episode where there's
That thing?
you've seen the episode as where there's this giant armored convoy. There's like 5 or 6 of these things, giant trucks, huge tires, and Mando has to get in there and swap out the uniform, and in the end they end up having to sharpshoot the guys off. That giant convoy, that's one of these trucks.
That's what we need, because we got some. I got a special stop to make on the way by Dragon's Nest.
Well, if anything, that will try to hopefully keep the sand people off our backs.
We better have some armor. The sand people shooting the snot out of us.
That will absolutely keep them from penetrating it, yes. Okay. He looks to you and says, "All right, now, freaking heat. I hate it. God, I'm going to cough up my third lung. I just know it. Oh, all right. Y'all need it for a day or two, or just a few hours, or what?
I'd say at least 2 days, depending on how far out in the desert is the place we're going.
Well, that's the thing. You got a guy that has the GPS coordinates. He probably has some form of a rudimentary map system in his helmet, but he hasn't looked up how far it is.
I'll check.
All right. Give me an, you know what, whichever one's better, technical or knowledge. You know what, that's close enough. I'll give you that one extra point. You sit there and kind of look over the map in your helmet and whatnot, and you go, it is about, it's about a 6-hour ride out there.
2 days.
When they said that they hid this, they meant that they hid it. It is by some very tall plateaus. There's something else out there. You can't really make it out onto the map as how it's a topographical map. But it seems like as if there's something else out there. And this is kind of by one of the cliff faces. Alright, so Amanda, it's up to you to relay it and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll relay that it's about a 6-hour drive out there.
Then we're definitely going to want the larger
Yeah.
vehicle.
We're gonna want the larger vehicle, and we're probably gonna need it for
For a couple days at least.
for a couple days.
Now, we could also, if we have to sleep in the back of that thing on the way out, if we get caught, at least to be armored, we'll be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll definitely be the best choice.
I agree.
Alright, well Amanda, you're the one leading this this negotiation, it seems. What do you tell the guy?
How much is the big one?
Per day or per hour?
Per day.
That's 500 credits. But you get access to unlimited fuel.
Oh,
That's not bad.
yeah, that's not bad.
It's yep, you just got to make sure when the nuclear reactor starts having issues, you pull off into the shade and turn it off for about an hour.
Now, who with what now?
And the who and the how and the where?
Yeah, it does overheat every now and then. So whenever it starts to redline a little bit, I mean, you ain't really got to find shade. You just got to stop driving it for about an hour. It might be a good idea to go there and open up the airflow control vent so that whatever wind blows will go through and help cool it off.
How often
So
does that
one
happen?
wear a radiation suit.
Now, remember, guys, this Wookiee is extremely good at mechanical repair.
Yes, he is.
All right. Well, if that's all we got to do, let's just take it. We'll pay for it, and let's do this.
All right. He says, okay, money up front. And he holds out his really big, fat-laden, greasy hand. You can see puddles of sweat just right in the middle. Just glopped right there. He shakes it. You see little sweat particles flail off. He rubs it up against his pants and goes, "Oh, sorry about that, boys. Them fried frog legs is good, but they make your hands greasy." And he holds out his hand for the money. He goes, "How many days you want it?"
Just 2 days.
All right, that's 1,000 standard empirical credits, or 5,000 flan, or if you happen to have it on you, one good sized bag of spice. And he smiles at that last one.
Unfortunately, I don't have any spice on me. Do either of you?
I do not.
Nope, they took mine when I went to jail.
Great.
Watch having the hardest time not smiling. I see it. This is fighting. He's fighting it so bad.
David, the Watcher's got it. Watcher's got all
All right.
All right, how you guys going to pay him?
That's a good question, because I know I don't have the funds
Well,
for it.
This Wookiee is pretty. So
Hey, I seem to remember that I did get a set of coordinates in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think,
but you don't have that right now. You don't have what's at those coordinates right now. So that
yeah.
do you want to break off from this and go to that and then come back to this?
I think that might be our best move. It might help us the most in the long run.
Yeah.
guys, ask the Wookiee.
You know, there are options. There is a certain black market Wookiee that you could talk to because his apprentice is literally with you. There is a Twi'lek that is on pretty friendly terms with you. She might have some money.
Guys,
There is also the fact that one of you three actually has more money than what the other ones know. I mean, anything's possible. Besides, nothing says that you can't stop by those coordinates as you're either heading out to or coming back from.
True.
all right.
Problem is, you haven't shown them to Mando, so Mando can't plot it.
Mando, rudimentary sign language. I'll tell you that I'll pay the first day up front, and that when we get back, I'll pay the rest of it if this machine gets us there and back safely.
All right, so Tarbaka has offered to pay for the first 500.
I'm broke either way.
But
Oh.
see if this trader will accept those terms of 500 down and 500 when we bring it back safely.
500 down.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
only have had it for
negotiate.
one day at that point.
Do a
Pay
bargain.
for the second day on the second day.
Right.
That's what I say to the Eddie.
All right, well, since you're the one negotiating, your choice. Give me a con or a bluff or anything else like that. Whatever you choose to make it, I'll roll against it. Because as how he's going to understand it is, you're paying for one day, and then when you come back, you'll pay him for the other time used.
We're paying for
Bargain.
one day, and we're taking it for one day. Then when we bring it back, we're paying for another day and taking it for another day.
Okay, so you realize that means that the best thing to do is to not to leave today, but to leave first thing tomorrow morning, because you know it's a 6-hour trip.
Yes.
Okay. All right. He looks at you and says, "All right, I can." You know what? I can respect that. All right, you guys will get it for one day, but it starts up. I understand you want it to start up tomorrow, and I'm not naturally here at that point in time. Early in the morning. I normally don't show up until the, you know, a little bit before the sun hits in the middle. So, here's what we'll do. I don't know why, but I trust you. And you happen to take notice that throughout this whole time, he's been kind of glancing over at something off on the corner and whatnot. And he keeps on glancing over at this thing, and he says, I'll hand you the keys tonight. And, okay, good. And, I tell you what, if you have it back before tomorrow night, you know, when you were supposed to normally have it back, basically I'm giving you about half a day. I don't know where you're going, but, when you get back, make sure that she's at least clean. If you do that, we'll call it good.
All right.
I get 0 every time.
It's that sheet, man. All right, so Tarbaka, you're going to pay him the 500.
Yep.
All right.
I reach up underneath my Wookiee armor and pull out 500 Imperial credits, but trying to hide that I have a wad of money under there.
Okay. All right, let me roll a perception on him.
Hey, I think our perception of what was on that computer what was he looking at comes first.
Yeah.
All right,
I rolled
you
my
see that his eyes are kind of wide there for a brief second as you pull out the money and whatnot. He kind of chuckles a little bit and he goes, yep. Okay, I see old Gummy's been treating you well. I like that. Yep. Yeah, he's a friend of mine. Yeah. He's a good guy. And he reaches on over and he takes your money. He sits there. He kind of shuffles through it real quick. He goes, yep, that looks about right. Pulls open just this standard desk drawer. Drops it in like as if it's change. Slides it back in. A few seconds later, you hear like a not quite a loud, but it's definitely audible, kind of like a whirring sound. And then you hear sound of something that sounds like as if it's falling and tinging around in a pipe or whatnot. And then after that, he kind of goes, 1, 2, bank. All right, that works. And then he turns around and he looks over at his desk, pulls open the thing, and hey, that drawer's empty. He goes, all right, thank you for your payment. And he reaches into, closes that, opens up another drawer, pulls out strange little key fob type thing, and he tosses it on over to Mando. And he says, now I'll go ahead and tell you, only the passenger side door opens. It's a security feature. People always try to murder the guy driving, never the guy riding shotgun. So when you get in, you got to get in on passenger side and go sit down. It sits 26 people. I don't know if you got a party of 26 people, but there's room for it if you're going to go get some scrap or go off and, I don't know, kill a crate dragon and bring it back for supper. Hey, it'll fit in there. It's a pretty dang big thing. Anyway, he looks over at his device and he goes, yep. It's close enough to 1700 hours. You boys got a bit of a drive in front of you. I'd actually go back on over to the cantina, get you some food, and have a get-go. Oh, remember, has to be back tomorrow by midnight. I'll know when to pull it in. If you bring it in early, hey, much appreciated. If you bring it in late, that's 500 extra for the whole day. Even if you're a minute late. Gotta make money.
I understand that.
Alright. He looks at you and he says, well, there's the door. Good luck, boys, and yeah, you ain't gotta worry about them there sand folk. They ain't gonna shoot you. That's not well, they will shoot you. It ain't gonna hit you. The sand crawlers may try to race you. You'll always win. The only thing you gotta watch out for is Imperials, because they're always trying to get back their truck. For some reason, they think it was stolen when I bought it legally. Yep, they're always trying to chase it down and get it back. Anyway, there's cannons on it in case you happen to need to shoot anything down. I don't know if there's any ammo, though. Nah, don't worry about it. You'll figure it out. You boys have fun. Go off and live your life and be adventuresome. And he waves you off. Alright, you guys get up and leave?
Yep.
All right, I need to roll a perception to see if I can tell there's.
Yeah, we're waiting to see what the guy was looking at.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you guys need to go out there and go take a look at it first, is what you need to do.
First, I want to know what he was looking around us at.
Oh, he has He has the equivalent of like a little data pad off to his side, and he kept on scrolling over and rolling something. The thing is that how it works is that once he puts his finger on it, display lights up, and as soon as he lets go of it, display darkens. So until he touches it, and it has to be his finger, his living finger, until he touches it, you ain't gonna see anything.
All right. Well, let's head out
I
and
need to
inspect
roll
this
a
truck.
perception check to see if I can find. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I need to roll a perception to see if there are any, I guess it would be a technology, to see if there are any tracking devices installed upon this machine so we can disable them before we go to the place we want to go to get our stuff so this dude don't go find it.
I'll go ahead and tell you, it's absolutely nothing but tracking devices. It's an Imperial vehicle. If you try to disable the tracking devices, it won't start. I mean, that's just how it is with these vehicles.
I wonder if BD could reprogram the tracker to display a different location.
BD may be able to tell you how many devices are on the truck, but as far as pinpoint them, no. They are much newer technology than what he is.
Gotcha.
Well, I got a program repair 4D. I might be able to.
You'd better have a 10D.
One of those levels.
Yes. This is a high security transport.
Right.
It has mounted cannons. It probably has other things, but you guys don't know because you ain't walked out there and looked at it yet.
Yeah,
Good looking.
I want to head out there and see how much ammo it has.
All right. As you guys walk out and everything, you happen to hear the sound of another truck pulling up. It looks like another standard four-wheel drive type truck and whatnot. And they walk in there and they're talking about something. Anyway, you walk on over to this big old transport thing. It is freaking huge. It is ridiculously huge. Like, yeah, you could easily outfit this thing and live in it. It is that big. As you get up to it, you remember him saying something about there is no driver's side door? He is absolutely right. Like, there isn't even the outline of a door. It's just plate metal. Everyone that is there, give me a perception. If you get a 10 or higher.
Crit.
Woohoo! All right, there you go. Congrats. You get a pip. You get a +1. Okay. All three of you take notice that this is actually made out of ship-grade armor. Like what they put on the Star Destroyers and everything. This is serious metal. As you're looking at it, right in the middle of the transport, you do happen to take notice that there's a twin laser cannon. That is, there's one cannon and two cannon. It's a standard pew, 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 pew type alternating shot. You do take notice that the tires are not standard tires. They are actually, you can kind of see through them. You can actually see the ribbon that holds them up and whatnot. They're essentially puncture-proof tires is what they are.
Like tank tires.
Kinda, yeah. So, as you keep on going around, you eventually get on over to the door that opens up. You take notice that for the key fob, it isn't a remote entry key fob. It's you have to put this thing up to the door and push the button to unlock the door key. You've actually got to be there to unlock it. There is no remote entry.
Touch it.
Yeah. So you go up there, you open it up, and after you do that, a little step ladder drops down just high enough for you to be able to barely reach the top step. You climb about 7 feet up into the air before you finally get through the door. And when you do so, you're sitting there looking around. Tell you what, the Empire outfitted these guys good. There is, as you're sitting there taking notice, 2 swivel fully turn around chairs. At the back of the chair is personal rebreather masks. You do happen to see that the person that is riding shotgun, there's actually a targeting helmet for them to wear. You see plenty of computerized controls. The driving mechanism for this thing is very much akin to that of a motorcycle. And you look around, you see all kind of little electronic gadgets and everything. There's a localized map readout of anything that's in the area. You happen to see a little sonar type thing going around, and every now and then it blips, and you see little things kind of randomly scatter. After a few minutes, you figure out that it's pinging everyone within a 1 meter radius, and it's telling you who's where. Well, for as best as what it knows, it doesn't know who is who. It just knows that things are around. As you go into the back a little bit, you know how trains have that door and then that little connecting passage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one of those. You push open a button on the door. Door A opens up. You step through. Door A closes. Door B opens up. You go into there. Door B closes. Hey, you are now in the artillery section. This is where the cannon's mounted at. There is a seat right in the middle, and I'll go ahead and tell you, if you were to sit in the seat, and you activate it, it lifts you up so that you can see out through the bubble that's up top. But you do take notice as you're looking around, there is absolutely no ammo whatsoever in here. Whoever has used this, borrowed it, rented it, whatever, used every single bit of it. There's none of it. You sit there, you punch up the controls on there. There's none even in the rounds. It's pretty much just for looks at this point. However, it does have a really great targeting system. All right, you walk towards the back, and there's another set of doors, a double door system that you go through. This back one is nothing but for hauling whatever it is that you may need. It is twice as long as the middle one. And as were each of those, the first two sections had 2 wheels in the standard car type fashion, 2 right here, 2 right here. This one has 8, and they're all dualies.
All right. No ammo. Seems to be in good condition. Let's get out of here. Wait till tonight, and then we'll come back and grab it and get moving as early as we can tomorrow.
I thought you guys were actually going to leave right now. I mean, he's giving you an extra half day. Well, a little bit of a day for
if
the
we got the
rest of
time,
today.
then let's just roll. Let's go.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can get some food and take it with you, you can make it there by midnight of this first night, and that'll give y'all an extra 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's stop by the cantina on the way and get something to eat.
I
All
agree.
right.
Yeah, as we're driving out, we'll find a drive-through and.
The problem is, who's driving? Who has the best repulsor lift op?
I have
I've got a
48.
3d6.
All right, Mando has a 4. Hito has a what?
3.
3.
All right, so just by the numbers alone, letting Mando drive will probably be the best thing. However, that doesn't mean that he's going to roll the best. But Mando, you want to sit in the driver's seat and see if you can get it to go?
Sure.
All right, as you hop on into the driver's seat, as soon as you sit down, the arms of the chair come around and they seem to fit up pretty good to you. The stick's a little bit janky, but it looks like as if that's simply because it's not in gear and whatnot. You take the key fob and you happen to take notice that there's a spot where you insert the key fob into, and then you turn it. Standard key type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it roars to life, but it doesn't. This vehicle is quiet, ridiculously quiet.
Well, it's
At least on the
nuclear powered. That means
inside.
it's electric.
Yes, it is electric. Remember,
Boogie woogie oogie.
Woogie, 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 woogie.
there's a nuclear reactor somewhere in here powering this thing.
I'm gonna look for that aisle.
Well, as you're sitting there looking, you know what? Give me a
Feed
perception check.
into your nuclear vessels.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see.
Doing your thing.
While he's
Uh,
doing
Your
I
helmet's
know.
in the way.
I need to roll to see if I can fix this thing so that it won't keep shutting down on us.
It isn't really for the fact that it's shutting down. It's for the fact that it overheats.
See if I can.
All right, and then
Let me see if I can give a search for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do have a search.
I was going to say, because what you really want is a 10.
There you go.
There's your 10.
There you go. Way to go. As you're sitting there looking around, you happen to see a very small little radio type thing. Kind of gas dial. It's the only thing that you see that's like that. Everything else is a digital LED type readout. This thing is old analog and whatnot. And as you're looking at it, you see that it says RADS, and it's barely pushing off of the beginning end of it. You do happen to take note that a little bit past the halfway in, there's an orange area marking, and then as you get a little bit further on in, there's a red area marking, and immediately after that, there's a black area marking with the skull and crossbones on it.
All right. Are we good to go? I want to go.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. We drive.
All right, Mando, give me a repulsor lift up.
Okay.
We go
Totally
nowhere.
broken.
Mando goes, wait, it's an electric. That ain't right. 12. All right, that does beat what you need. Okay, you start this thing going. You guys, for the people that didn't say that they're sitting down, you kind of get shuffled around a little bit, but you catch your grip and whatnot. There's 4 seats up front, so you each quickly hop into a seat. As soon as you hop into a seat, the safety restraints pop around you and everything, so that you're good. And as you keep on going, you're going, and you go right up to the area where the towards where the cantina is. Do you want to stop and get something to eat, or you just want to keep on rolling?
Stop and get
Stop
some
and eat.
provisions.
Get rations, and get on
All
the
right,
road.
congrats. You guys have traveled 5 minutes down the road, and when you stop and get something to eat, Mando, give me a search.
And somebody opened a beer.
I know
in
where the
kitchen.
dial is now, at least.
Okay, yep. All right, well, yeah. Well, I mean, you only need a 5 because you know where the dial is. You take notice
It
that
looks like
when
it's a 5.
you take notice that yeah, as you were starting to go, it read like 0.1 rad as you're stopping from driving 5 minutes. It's at 5. It literally moved up 5 digits. It does go up to 120 though. All right, you park this thing. You guys get out. Is everyone getting out, or are you just sending one person in real quick to grab food and go?
Give me.
One person.
I'll stay in the vehicle. I'll just tell them, get me food. I don't care.
All right.
Let me see if I can fix it while Hito goes and gets food.
Apparently, I'm going to go and get food.
Well, do you want to send the Wookiee in that no one can understand to go get food?
No, I'll go in, and hopefully there's a Wookiee there that nobody can understand.
Yeah. Yes, there is. His name is Sipo. I'm joking.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so you go on in real quick. You happen to see that the bartender's there. There's not many very people. There's not a. Okay. You do. Okay, you do happen to take notice that there's not many people there, and he says, "What can I get you?" To make it quick and easy, you point out that you need some food to go. He goes, "Well, we ain't got made to order, but we do got some stuff left over off on the grill. We can put it into a package and send it along with you if you guys don't mind just taking what we got."
Yeah, that'll be fine. Anything.
Fine. Let's go.
All right. He gets the stuff together. He puts it into like a little travel type carry box. For size and appropriate dimensions. Yeah, it's about yay big. It is a good size box of food.
Okay.
It's heavy too. It's 7 pounds of food. It's covered up. He put a carrying string around it to tie it up so it's safe. You can carry it out by that. When you ask him how much, he goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. We're just gonna throw it out anyway." Hey, free food. How about that?
Yay! I was about to bargain for that.
Yep. All right. Well, as you go on out, you take notice that the door is locked. So you kind of knock on it. Mando, you ain't back yet. It's been 5 minutes. Hey guys, this thing's soundproof. It only opens up if you have the fob, and Hito ain't got the fob.
I'm glancing over at the radar that senses proximity.
All right. Well, you do happen to take notice that there's someone standing right outside of the passenger side door.
I don't
Can I
want
see
this
out
scrub.
at all?
I'm signing of open the door.
There is a very, very small lookout area. It's literally like a little arrow slit of a type blaster window. And as you kind of put your head directly up to it and glance at the most bottom angle that you can, that's what you see. You see Hito right there, and you're like, oh, okay. So you lean back and you push the button, and it opens up. Hito crawls on in. You guys start off on the road. As you're going on the road, Hito undoes the box, looks in there. There's actual several plates in there, not like plates of food, like disposable plates, like but you can scoop out the food and put it on. There's 4 different dishes there seems to be, and there's about 4 different servings per dish. So you guys got food for a while. You're kind of good.
All right.
Yep. At the risk of not knowing exactly what it is, there's a yellow dish, there's an orange dish, there's a black dish, and there's a green dish.
Oh, I love yellow. Yellow is so good. Have you guys ever ate yellow before?
All right. Okay. So Hito gives himself 1 serving of yellow. What about Awesome? He had to mute himself. All right. So what about Awesome and Mando? What color y'all taking?
I'll take some green.
All right. You get some green. Smells kind of good.
I push him and take his green and give him the other.
All right, so the Wookiee has taken your green and left you with an empty plate.
Let the Wookiee win.
I'm gonna grab 1 more serving of green.
All right, you grab 1 more serving of green. All right, you guys start eating it. All 3 of y'all give me a strength roll. You need a 15 or higher.
Strength roll?
Yes.
Okay, hold
Bet.
on.
All right, Mando, you're good. Hito, you're good.
Mine's 5. Hold on. Mine's strength is 5. That's it. I'm good. 5.
No,
That's that.
12. Tarbaka, this green is a little bit spicy, and in about half an hour, you're going to have to use the bathroom. The only problem is you don't remember seeing a bathroom on this thing.
I'm not cleaning the fur there.
Hito and Mando, you know what? This is good. It could use a few more ghost peppers.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. Where did I put my Tabasco?
Just to let you know,
Curry.
green was literally the spiciest thing that they had, and you both went for green first. I love it.
I'm gonna check the bag, see if there's any pepper.
All right, as you sit there and you look in the bag, you happen to take notice that there seems to be, there's actually a bottle of pink stuff in there. Seems like this is a complimentary thing that comes with it. It is Space Pepto-Bismol. It is not a small bottle. It is like one of their jumbo-sized deluxes, so you can just chug a giant chug and close up the top and go at it.
I'm gonna look over at the Wookiee and go, "Hey, open your mouth."
That's what she said.
Well, you know what? You find it interesting. You find it interesting for the fact that you've never seen a Wookiee sweat, but unless if he's crying freely, that's sweat.
My nose is no longer cold. It's wet.
Exactly. Ooh,
Sudden
put
rain
those.
on Tatooine? What happened, man?
Love it. Okay, all right. So you guys start driving and everything, and after about after the 6 hours, you make it on over to that coordinates, and sure enough, there is a giant mesa out there. It's kind of a U shape, and in the middle of one of the U shapes, you do happen to see what looks to be a little ditch, a little divot, a little inset cave, and you guys figure out that that's where it's taking you to. And when you happen to get there, you see that you have been gone over to. If my Bluetooth mouse will start working up. All right, let me just do this. Oh, wrong button. Hey, look, an hour into it, you guys finally get to see the map. Holy cannoli!
Yeah, it's taken a bit to get there this time around.
There is an issue with this. I planned on you guys coming out here on your speeders. So when I load up the map, you're going to be sitting on your speeders, but you're obviously not on your speeders. Just kind of ignore that.
Listen, this hour in, my fur's already burning.
Hey, you're not too sure why, but for some reason your butt itches.
That's funny.
It's not that good itch either. It's that stinging itch.
I see a Carillion.
Yeah,
All right.
I see that
You
too.
guys happen to get here. Like I said,
got a
ignore
blank
the
screen.
that you didn't. You have a blank screen?
Yeah,
Really?
I got a blank screen. Oh, wait.
Is it?
Never mind. I know why I have a blank screen.
Because you're not there.
I'm not there.
Well, okay. Well, don't worry about it. We'll get that fixed up in a bit
Yeah,
at some
it's
point in
fine.
time. Okay, so as you guys happen to come on into this area, you take note that there's a lot of battle-worn and discarded parts of ships and whatnot. There is a Carillion freighter in here. There is several boxes and whatnot. There's plenty of parts for you to look around, explore, see if you can find good stuff and whatnot. So you guys, you reach at a slightly different spot for obvious reasons, and you can go ahead and start moving your dexterity. Oh, by the way, the truck never overheated. Can you take a guess why?
Because we got an awesome Wookiee.
Because you were driving at night.
Oh.
Ah.
I liked my answer better.
It was a good answer.
Can we roll to see who goes first?
Yes, yeah, y'all go ahead and roll out. Actually, I already have initiative. They already rolled it. Mando goes first. Hito goes second. Watcher goes third. Awesome goes fourth. Simply because, no offense, Awesome. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put you in front of Watcher because he's currently not here. And it's kind of rude to...
That would be really cool for me to go before the guy who is not even playing.
This is true.
I'm sorry. The sarcasm was probably going to get me deep Wookiee poop.
No, that's what you're already dealing with.
It really will.
Yeah, you're already dealing with that, man.
I already am.
You know what? Mando, tell me what you're going to do. And we'll follow it up with Hito and so on and so on.
Yeah, I'm just making my way down towards this
Making
ship,
my way downtown.
mainly because this is the only place I can really see an entrance.
And I'm homebound.
I'll just say I make it over here. Because we're not in actual combat, so.
Alright, give me a second. I'm trying to do something and it's not letting me do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll be able
How are you moving 70 feet off of your...
to make
yeah.
it there.
Okay. Well, I can't get this thing to do Hold up, maybe I can. Nope, no I can't.
I would love to know how you do that.
You see the little bar that has like the arrow, the paintbrush. You see the one that looks like a ruler? Click
Yep.
that. And then left click, and then right click, and you're able to do it. You've got your feet and then your squares.
Oh,
I got
that didn't work.
There you go.
Hey, look at that! Now remember, you can only move so far. I believe in this is
8 squares if you have a 4D dex.
yeah. So
Unless
whatever
you're
your dex
dashing.
is,
If you're dashing, it's twice that, right?
Yes.
yeah, but there's none. You're not in combat. There's no reason for you to dash.
It doesn't snap my
Okay.
character forward.
No, it doesn't.
No,
snap your
no.
character
Oh,
forward.
you just
That
able to
tells
see
you
how far you can go. Okay.
Yeah, it's only there.
All right.
It's
so
literally just a ruler.
all right. So then my forward put me here. Awesome.
Yes, sir. It's I'm going this way right here. If I can move myself, I'd be happy. I need
You
to
got to
go back
click
to-
the arrow from there.
Yeah. Sure.
God, attitude already.
You're right. That's why I said yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I went one too far. I'm gonna go back one.
That's fine. I'm not going to kill y'all. If y'all want to do a journalistic perception, you can, or if you want to do a search at the end of your movement, let me know, and I'll tell you if you happen to find anything.
I'll
I
do a
like-
general perception.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well, we're going in order. So, Mando, you're go ahead and give me a roll.
Yeah.
Wow, had to tell when your browser's freezing up on you. There's no dice, and all of a sudden there's dice, and just no animation or anything. 7. Hey Mando, there's a red cargo box in front of you. That's the first thing that your eyes fall on. As you look at it, you take notice that the lock is still intact. That is what you see. Hito, my friend, what are you doing?
Perception.
All right, next to the area where you got off, there's a lot of scrap piles and whatnot. It looks like as if it's mostly wings and sheet metal and whatnot, but there are some gears, mechanical wiring, and various other things. As you're sitting there looking around, you happen to see what looks to be a small power source. It is roughly the size of a golf ball.
Yay.
It blinks intermittently as if it has some power, but not a lot.
All right. We'll pick that up.
All right, you picked that up. As you happen to look at this power source, it looks like as if it's, I don't know how to explain it, kind of hubcap shaped, and there's like a little lens in the front, and it has like a slow red blinking dot in it. And you're pretty sure that it is putting out some kind of power, because every now and then when you happen to flip it over, you see like a slight spark, but not enough to make you think that it's defective, but it's something.
Roger that.
If this thing can ever act right. All right. So, Tarbaka, would you like to search for
Yes.
anything?
Yes, I'd like to do technology. I'd like to search for technology. How do I
Okay.
do that? Just do a standard search.
You can just do a standard search.
Okay. And mine is crap.
Fine. Well, I mean, hey, you know, you're just doing a search. It occurs to you that as you happen to walk out to the area we're at, that those are actually 3 closed cargo crates that are just north of you, in between you and your bike. The blue thing and the 2 gray things. Those are those are enclosed cargo crates.
Okay. Are they locked?
You're not sure? You haven't looked at them? I mean, that is to say that you do not clearly see that that there's a padlocked mechanism on them.
Okay. Is that in my turn, or do I get to do an action?
Well, I mean, you've used all your movement getting there, so that's kind of the end of your turn.
Awesome.
Mando, what would you like to do?
Let's see.
All right, you gonna take the box?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open the box. I don't really have a good way to open it, unless I just.
What's in the box?
There actually
lock.
is. There actually is a padlock on it.
And there's not
try to shoot the
anymore.
lock.
All right, you gonna shoot the lock?
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a blaster. If you get 5 or higher, you hit it.
That was a 29.
29. Right.
I think he hit.
Wedlock.
You know what?
Box away.
You know what? Yeah, we'll go with a 29. You shoot off the top of the block, and it opens up. And when you happen to look in there, you see that it's basically a whole bunch of old, pre-packaged health kit type supplies. There's not an actual full health kit in there, but there's enough supplies that it can be made up as parts of a health kit.
That's good.
Basically, there's a whole lot of gauze and wrapping and whatnot in there, a few alcohol swabs. These are the boxes that get sent to the place where they assemble the kits.
Either way, they're still useful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell
I'm gonna let them know that I found some medical supplies.
All right.
them. All right.
Tote that back to the truck.
All right. Okay. Hito, what are you doing?
All right. So 4 spaces is there. So we go here. Hey, Tarbaka. I was given these coordinates. Do you know what this is?
Need to roll and see.
I'm gonna go for a languages roll to see if I can speak Wookiee now. Beasley,
Okay, give me a roll.
come on.
You're doing languages.
Yeah, I think I hit click languages. Oh my god, I hate this thing. /R.
That's why I said we're going over to the other system next.
/R.
You put extra.
Sure, that he's telling you to do the electric slide.
Wait
See,
a minute.
Earlier I had a 19 to see if I could talk to the Wookiee, but no, that didn't count.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hito, is that doesn't count any of your pluses? Did you have any plus points? in your
No.
language? Nope. Okay.
No. Through the use of body language and whatnot, you're able to pick up the fact that, you know, there's chests over there. That's about what you figure out.
And he wanted to know, he asked me if I knew where the coordinates were. I'm sorry, you were typing. He asked me a question if I knew where the coordinates were he was pointing to on a piece of paper.
Oh, okay. The answer is no. The only person that knows where they're at is whoever wrote down the coordinates on the piece of paper.
All right. That's
Which he's currently not around.
he's dead.
Well, of course he is. He's me.
Yes, he is not around.
He's very dead. Well, actually, he's around. He's part of him is in the stomach of a Watcher Griffin. Part of him's flown off with a Watcher. He's around.
No, if he went
When you
swimming, we
get
would have to
players
call
who can
him
make
Bob.
fun of their own deaths, you know you did good. Okay, so as you guys are all standing there taking note of everything, for a very brief second, the sky darkens,
Oh,
and then it goes light again. And you hear the sound of something going thump, as if it is landing on something hard and metal. When you happen to look around, yes, I know, Awesome, you can stop pinging him. None of you have said that you're looking around or looking,
Okay.
so you don't see anything.
Okay, GM, I still don't have anything on my screen.
You still don't have anything on your screen? Give me a
it's still blank
second.
screen.
maybe you need to refresh, Watcher.
Nope. No, it's his character settings. Give me a second.
Hey, the Watcher would rather me ping him than pee on him after I've got this itchy butt.
Look, after what you just ate, I don't want anything to do with your bodily functions.
Why would you in the first place?
All right,
yes,
is
you're
that
into
good?
that thing. I mean, we don't shame here.
All right, can you see anything now?
No,
No, it's still dark for you.
so I got a black square.
You got a black
Good, that's
square.
all he
I
needs
got a
to
black
see.
square with green dice on it still.
I'm glad.
Man, that is so weird because I have this thing set up as it is everyone can see it.
Maybe when he landed, he damaged his vision.
Nope.
He's got to do a superhero landing. He's going to do a superhero landing. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Told you.
Yes, actually, that's exactly what it was supposed to be.
Well, I didn't say that it wasn't.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, I need a dex roll on that. I need to see if you actually pulled that.
Dexterity? Okay.
All right. Can you see anything now?
I got nothing.
Really?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna refresh and come back in.
I mean, I have it set up so that it's daylight mode. All right, guys.
Okay.
All right, you guys can see.
You okay, sweetie?
Yeah, I'm good. I can see it. I pull up my sheet.
All right. Okay, if you want to do a dex roll for your landing, you can go ahead and do one.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do the thing, cause. Oh no, not that.
Yep, that's right. That's it. That's perfect.
But he
It
crit.
was.
Yeah, but he critted on it. 6 is still a crit.
He pipped.
Not off.
I'm making sure I got the. Yeah, that's it. Oh, there it is.
A little better.
Okay.
Eh,
Well, anyway,
I just landed.
He broke his ankle.
he lands pretty well and everything. You do hear the loud thump of the metal caving in a little bit underneath him. Watcher, you just landed. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to actually see if I recognize the truck that they're in, or the vehicle. As far as the type and class and everything.
Give me. Well, I can't tell you that because I don't know that. So don't put me.
Right. But you know what you know what I mean.
Give me a. It's your choice. You can either do perception or search, whichever one you're better at. If you get a 10 or higher. In fact, you know what? You're Imperial. If you get a 5 or higher.
Okay. Actually, you know what? We'll do the perception because that actually should roll right.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
You know what? You're pretty sure that you remember reading a report about how this particular truck, state of the art, latest, greatest, newest built, advanced features, got hijacked by some sand people.
Holy crap!
And yeah, but you recognize it. You know all of its features. You know exactly what it can do.
That's great because I would also like to use my data pad and transmit the lockdown code so it's no longer usable.
You know what? That'll be your second action, and I'll allow you to do that.
What do I need to roll for that?
Give me a technical.
That's not right.
What do you mean? You guys run around in a stolen vehicle.
He's getting 2 turns. That's what's not right about it.
He has sat for quite a while.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm giving him a
You-
bid, though.
All right, you do submit a particular lockdown code, and whether or not if it took effect, you're not really too sure. But you do happen to take notice that all the lights on it seem to have dimmed, and you don't see any headlights, you don't see any interior lights. Not that you could really see any in beforehand, but you take notice that from the little arrow slit type guard ports, a lot of the color has just suddenly vanished.
This is a question. Are we at daybreak?
Yes.
Okay, it's just morning. Early morning.
I'd say it's around 5 a.m.
Okay. So it would still be dark enough for him to see the lights go out.
Yes. Okay. We're going to roll back on over to Mando. Hey, Mando.
Hmm?
This blue-skinned guy just fell out of the sky and disabled your truck.
Do I recognize him?
I'm pretty sure that you remember seeing him over at Jabba's, but if you want to give me a perception, you can.
Can we just say I recognize him?
As Mando goes, lifts up his helmet. Hey, I know you! Puts his helmet back down.
That's rude.
Hey, who's being a turd?
I am. I was.
Wait, Mando.
Uh-huh.
That's in the opposite direction of where he's at. Yes, it is. Hey guys, all of a sudden your pile of junk has become a wonderful battle area.
Yeah.
Okay, Mando, are you going to do anything else? Pocket a thermal detonator. Ready a blaster. I love how the fact that you guys are literally scared as all crap of his player, and you don't even try to talk to him. You just run.
Wait a minute. I
I'm-
can't talk.
I'm actually-
Unless I know
Hey,
he
that
can
was
talk.
rude. Why? As I'm running away.
Okay. So basically, Mando's noping the crap out of there. Hito, it is your go.
All right. So we're going to move to here. Is talking considered an action, or can I ready a blaster and talk?
You can actually ready a blaster and talk at the same point in time.
All right. Then I'm going to ready my
Yeah,
blaster.
I consider talking like a free action, especially if you're doing something like a taunt or if you're just asking a question as you're doing something else.
All right. So as I'm moving over here, I ready a blaster and I shout to our new friend, "Why
Hey,
do you keep
dearest
following
friend."
me?"
All right, well, he can't reply until it's his turn. All right. So now, awesome. Tarbaka, what would you like to do?
Okay. One of my.
Just hold. I know what you're thinking.
Well, see, one of my abilities, force ability. I only have 2. One of my force abilities is to be able to tell when a force user is near, and
You don't even have to activate that ability right now. You can feel it radiating off of him.
I was getting ready to say, I wonder what I'd like to do, because this character's never met this guy before.
Exactly.
I need to roll to see if I can figure out he's malignant or if he's friendly. Does that make sense?
Congrats, Watcher. You're cancerous.
I mean, he's not
Even
wrong.
worse.
Is he malignant or is he benign? We need to figure out. I need to figure out. Tarbaka needs to figure that out.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. So I need to roll. What do I need to roll? Is it perception? Is it a? It would be a perception, I guess. Or
Yep.
would it be? Okay.
Yeah, we'll say it's perception.
Okay. Do. My perception is not great. It's a 3D plus 1. Okay. Well, 12. So that would be 11 plus 1 is 12.
All right. While he does not seem openly hostile towards you, the other two are acting as if they just need to get away. Outside of that, you don't perceive any hostility towards him. In fact, he's radiating a lot of calm, as if he is as in control as he possibly can be. All right.
So I guess that ends my turn.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Watcher.
In response to your question, I told you on our first meeting you were either going to come with me for the information that you possess, or you will die.
By the way, kids, that's not how you make friends.
And he asks, "Why are you running?"
I think I figured out just from that, because I could hear it, that Hito
I've
has.
never once said you would die by my hands.
Hey, I can't respond to you until it's my turn. So,
All right, gotta give the Watcher a second. Now that's totally up to you. If you want to do that, you can, or if you want to just end your turn, let me know. Or if there's something else you want to do.
What you have to understand is I know where you are. And I have been sent by my master to obtain the information that you possess.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to end your turn at that and go on over to watch Mando run?
I'm done. I don't think
Okay.
I need to do anything else.
All right. Swap back on over. Mando. Hey, man. You on over there breaking in them shoes with them that light jogging?
Mando's dash. Away with you. Away with you, Mando. Away with you.
You actually are dashing. Give me a second. Mando, I don't...
That wasn't a full dash. That was just.
No, I'm saying that if you happen to get right here, there's a door right there that actually takes you inside of that shuttle.
Bet.
Okay. Bet.
Well, in that case, I will use my dash to get over there.
All right. All right. So, for those of you still standing outside, you take notice that Mando very quickly vanishes around the corner, and you don't know where he went to. I don't know if he can actually do anything else because you used up the rest of your movement.
Mhm.
Is there anything that you particularly want to do?
Get away.
get away, get away, get away now.
As it is, good job there. Hito, what would you like to do?
You're looking for knowledge that I am supposed to possess, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen for either of us. I don't even know who I am, thanks to, I don't know, something happening. I can't remember what exactly, but I can't help you. Leave me alone.
Doesn't sound too convincing. All right, Tabaka,
Oh.
what would you like to do?
No. Hang on. I just thought about
Okay.
something.
He needs to roll something.
Yeah, using command. Leave me alone.
Hey,
Ah,
sure.
Yeah.
You get to contest that with with one of your force abilities of your choosing.
you should.
I'll be nice and just use control.
Okay.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Ooh.
Sure.
Like I
Due to your
said,
training, you get a second roll because
What?
your master imparted the knowledge upon you.
Fail.
that's not right.
That's right, baby.
Dice are
All right.
rolling tonight.
All right, you're pretty sure that these guys are scared of you and that you are coming off as very intimidating. So when it comes over to your turn, you get to tell me, even though it's highly suggested that you leave, it'll still be up to you. I can't make you leave. Okay, Tabaka, what are you gonna do? Now you do take notice that this guy has not drawn a blaster. He doesn't seem to have any weapon actually on him. I mean, you can freely see that he doesn't have holsters or anything, and he's just standing there watching you.
Remember this now. Tarbaka hates bullies.
Well, that's good because this guy's not a bully.
He seems to be. It appears to be that he is bullying my friends.
Your friends that you've known for 12 hours.
Long
But
enough.
remember, the only reason why I'm on this planet is because I got a communication from my friend Alec told me to protect Hito.
That's true.
And Hito seems to be running scared from this guy.
Well, I mean, he's blue. Wouldn't you run from him?
It ain't the fact that
No,
he's
I'm-
blue. It's the fact that
I
the
would
first
do
moment
it,
we saw
I
him,
would.
he murders four
He's blue.
guards.
He's suffocating.
I'm brown, and I'm about to try to make him make some brown too, some blue. Unless he makes blue when he goes to poo, he's going.
Do the
Uh,
roar.
All right, Tabaka, what would you like to do?
I feel like he's a bully.
Okay.
All right, so according to my quote in Wookiee, which is Sic Semper Tyrannis, death to all tyrants. I really, really want to approach him to see if he's going to try to. I want to try to show him that I'm going to stand in between Hito and him. That I'm stepping. Does that make sense? I don't want to attack him yet, but I want to go on guard, and I'm going to raise my light bow made for me by the Guardians of the Wheels and take dead aim on his face.
Okay. So you're not exactly staring him down, but you're not backing down, and you're taking up a offensive position, weapon at the ready.
Right, as actually a defense. I'm coming to as a very visible defense, not to attack, but to defend if necessary.
Okay.
And that's what I'd like to do. And I want to move one block over, just so that I can do that to step in.
Hey, block line of sight.
Right.
Okay. Watcher, you have two things right now. Something tells you in the Force that you need to leave, but at the same point in time, this Wookiee is stepping up to you.
So I don't even know his name.
Tarbaka.
No, not you. The Hito's character.
Okay.
Technically, I would not know his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you might be right that you do not know who you are or what you are, but you fail to remember that I am in possession of the one who does.
Very true. Good bargaining chip. All right. Do you choose to move anywhere? Do you want to ready an action? Do you want anything else that you want to do? Or you just want to stand?
You know what? I think I've said all I need to say. I'm gonna, I want to call my ship down and I'm just gonna poof a little bit.
All right. Give me just a second. I have to see if I can find your ship. Let me put on over to the correct layer.
Can the,
Do,
can
do,
the,
do,
watcher,
do, do.
can the watcher tell how that if my character is dangerous towards him or not? I mean, really,
I'm gonna be honest with you. The Watcher would at this point in time would not consider you a threat
was he that? Okay.
because
He
you
doesn't
haven't
know.
made you've made a defensive stance. You've not made an aggressive stance.
Exactly.
As-
You did about the best thing that you possibly could.
I tried to think about what Tarful did in Boba Fett. That's what I was thinking in my mind. Does that make sense?
I guess my action, if is that my only action I have left? Or do I need to actually roll it?
I said you called your ship down. It's now within visible area. So
I was gonna say, do I need to roll to jump to see if I to jump onto my ramp to leave?
well, if you know what, if you give me a dexterity check, give me 2 dexterity checks. The first one will have you land here. The second one will have you land on the nose.
Are you gonna have me jump directly in front of that Wookiee?
You're going to be landing on top of the ship that's flying above him.
Okay, so dexterity. My jump is actually higher than my dexterity.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, then jump.
I gotta find it again. Where was it?
Underneath J for jump. Sorry.
Oh, the climbing, jumping under strength.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, hold up. I have to swap tabs so I can see what you got. All right.
That's 12.
The 12 gets you landing right on right on the intern.
You landed on the daggone gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you choose to, you can make another one. It'll be at a -1 of whatever you roll, but you really shouldn't have any problems landing on the nose.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
12.
All right. You get there, and Tarbaka, you can no longer see him as how you were underneath the bottom of the ship, and he is standing directly in a spot where you cannot see from your current point of view. If any of y'all were to move further back, like sit around right here, you would see him standing up on the ship. But from your place where you're standing at, you cannot see him anymore.
Okay, so is it my turn then?
Well, no, I mean, he just went, so now it is Mando's.
That's Mando's turn. I'm sorry.
Yes, no, that's okay. It happens. Mando.
Through this door.
Let the pie not die. Let the
I
pie.
swear to you, you were the opposite of Dreas.
Oh,
You are
man.
Hey, early on, Dreas ran too.
That's true.
I'm much squishier than Dreas is.
That is very true.
Was.
All right, as you happen to walk in through the door, you do take notice that this is like a little control center in here towards the controls and cockpit and flying mechanisms in this type ship. Let me scroll it down so I can make sure. No. I take it back. You came in through what is essentially the only bed/captain's lodge. Off on one side is a little table with a chair where you can sit at. Off on the other side is a nice quality bed. The door freely swings open so you can come and go. There is no power in here. I mean, even though things look lit up, they aren't lit up. Yeah. Where would you like to go? If you have any more movement.
I think he's running toward the hole that's right there.
Yeah, that hole is actually an alternate way in, but I didn't put a ladder there, so yeah, my bad.
or just as far from Watcher as he can get, pretty much.
Are you gonna try to fly this ship?
I'm just want to see what's over here.
Uh huh.
That's the
All
rest
right.
of my
Well,
movement.
all right. Well, you get over there, and the door isn't locked, but it is due to the fact that the ship's been sitting catty corner and whatnot. The frame is somewhat bent on it, and the door is more or less jammed closed. If you give me a strength, if you get 10 or higher, there you go. You literally put your shoulder into the door, and it cracks open a little bit. You're able to push your way into there if you choose to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when you happen to walk in there, even just by one more block, you do take notice that this is the control flight area. The instruments are all powered off. There is no power in this vehicle whatsoever. Someone has salvaged its power supply a long time ago. But the instruments and the panels seem to be in practically new shape.
Ooh.
All right, anything else you want to do?
That's about everything I can do.
Okay. Hito, what would you like to do, my friend?
So he's up on his ship now,
Mm-hmm.
and that ship is just hovering there, or did it land?
It's just hovering there. In fact, to use the effect, it's levitating there would be much true to it. It isn't pushing up any dust. It isn't pushing up any dirt. It's just there. You don't know how it's flying.
Cool. So I've got the blaster ready, and did we say that there was a doorway open right here?
You do see a door. If it opens or not, you do not know.
All right. We're
On the old junk ship, considering what Mando just had to go through,
All right. So we're gonna move here,
okay.
and I want to roll control to see if I can get the door to budge.
You do happen to take notice that there is a keypad. You don't know if there's any power to it, but there is a keypad.
Yeah, I like my idea better.
All right.
It's probably not going to succeed, but the point is, I'm using it.
All right. Give me a control. You need a 10.
Oh, come on. Yeah! That works! Okay, let's try this the right
The whole
way.
ship just magnificently resurrected.
This was with them through a computer glitch.
This is not going to happen, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. Yeah.
You rolled doubles.
Yes. Thank you. He did roll doubles. All right. The door slowly starts to open up. He gets about 5 inches open, and you hear a crack, and you see smoke coming off to one side, and you hear what sounds to be gears locking up.
Crap.
Congrats, you forced a mechanical thing open. Ha ha.
Okay.
Yeah, all you had to do was push the buttons.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's open 5 inches, that's it. And you have burned out the gears. They're not going to close. They're not going to open. It's stuck right here.
Okay.
All right. What are you going to do?
That's it. I'm gonna end there and just keep an eye on Watcher.
All right. Tarbaka, what would you like to do?
That's how much it opened for me. 5 inches. I don't know what it is with you in 5 inches, but that's how much it opened for Alec the first time he tried to get through the daggone Rancor door.
Your average person, if they get into a hurry and try to do something like open up a door, they have enough patience that if it does not open up more than 5 inches, they freak out. It's a actual psychological thing.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what I want to do. It looks like he's trying to leave. Watcher looks like he's trying to leave. But I can't tell if he's going for his guns or if he's in his ship because I don't know him. Or So what I want to do is I want to move again in between Hito and Watcher, and raise my, because that's within my dexterity, and raise my light bow as a protective, defensive stance only.
Okay.
And let me see. I'm wondering if I have seen a lot of animals at the zoo, and I've got toxic poo. So I'm wondering if I can do a throwing and throw toxic poo at him. As I go
Oh,
away. Leave me-
spider monkey.
I'm gonna stop you here for a second. If we have devolved over to I fling the poo in this game
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist, but
next week,
he said he didn't want to be a while ago. That's the only reason why I did that. I apologize.
Okay.
Please forgive me. I'm just-
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I understand it. It's funny, but still.
Sorry, the Watcher has a defense for that.
Sure does.
Yes, Blake.
No, I just want to protect Hito. That's all I want to do.
All right, so you're more or less just going to stand guard by Hito.
That's what I'm doing, and I want to appear as mean and nasty and as dreadful to this dude as I possibly can. So I don't know how to do that. Would I do a I don't know how to I don't know if there's anything I can do to do that. Anything I can roll to do that.
Okay. Not really. I mean,
Maybe a basic perception.
No.
No.
try a command and we will run it as if
Yeah.
it is an intimidation.
Intimidation command. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. D3. 3D. That's not bad.
All right. You hunch down a little bit, square off your shoulders, and growl. A loose, rumbly growl. Hito, you hear this. It's actually kind of scary to you. Mando, you ran like a chicken. You don't hear anything. Watcher, this giant man monkey is growling at you.
It's my turn. Did that end his turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Sorry. I was trying to be clever. I guess I failed.
That was good. Thank you for that suggestion, old generous game master.
Oh, the growl? Yeah. Absolutely. All Wookiees need to have a good growl. Scare.
It's
There you go.
honorable of you
Okay,
to
then.
want to protect your friend there. But when I tell you it's in everyone's best interest that he come with me, I mean so.
Now, are you trying to use are you using the force to speak to me? Because
Nope. Just talking to you. Because your character, to me, honestly, at this point is inconsequential. I do want to use the force to put the suggestion in Hito's head that he really wants to get some answers and to understand that I'm the one that he gets them from it right now.
All right. Hito, give me a perception. Watcher, do your dice roll that you need to do.
All right. Will I get a chance to do a save against this?
That's exactly what this is.
All right.
The dice are not with me tonight.
Yay.
live by the dice, die by the dice. I found that
Yep.
out.
Now, am I able to force point that?
Dude, he rolled a 12.
I know.
forgot
I know
about
my
that.
luck. See?
See,
All right, well, you guys are even, so what's going to happen is you're both going to roll again. If you both want the force point, you can burn a force point.
Considering the way my dice have been rolling tonight, yes.
All right, so when you type in, just double the amount of dice that you're rolling. Hito, if you're burning a force point, When you type it in, just double it. Not your like plus anything, just the dice number itself.
This is where it gets interesting. Folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
In the stream.
oh, this is not good.
All right, Watcher did 28. Hito, what's your score?
Here we go.
And no.
Ah!
Wow, that is just 5 over. Hito, you're pretty sure that if this guy was going to attack you, and he has not done so yet, he's standing on a heavily armored ship, or you assume to be a heavily armored ship, literally flying right above you. He could easily tilt it down and shoot you with a turbo laser, which does 100 times points more damage than a standard laser. If he was really after you to kill you, you wouldn't be talking to him now. You would actually completely be dead. And you're starting to believe this. This guy, as scary and as horrible as he seems, is not actually out to kill you. He just actually, in a weird way, wants to help you out because you both need information.
All right.
All right. Chicken and armor. Mando, what are you doing?
Let's see.
You know, he's not going to log in. God.
Hey, he's being the smartest out of all of us right now.
Yes.
Yeah, look, you don't understand. His first character in the Wednesday game was not so survival. The second character learned, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this character is inheriting from that, which I'm proud of him for it. All right. What do you want to do, Mando?
I'm just for the ship. He's clearly not following me at this point. Otherwise, he would have already come through that door. So I'm going to start rummaging through the cargo here.
All right, as you happen to go on over there, you take notice that brown thing is actually like a stable platform that you can use to get into the other ship, to get into the Corellian. There are some green cargo boxes that are in here. They're just standardized wooden crates. They aren't metal crates. They have quite possibly already been picked over since the tops are pried open and whatnot. As you look around on the other side of the hole, you do happen to see 2 Imperial locked chests with the red lights, and you need a passcode to get into those. And the 2 silver things are standardized, kind of like personnel lockers, not weapons lockers. They're personal effects lockers.
Are they locked?
Do you want to do a perception to see?
No, he just wants you to tell him if they're unlocked.
That's pretty good.
One of them's unlocked.
I'll check that one.
All right, give me just a second. All right, I had to reply back some. When you happen to open it up and take a look at it, you do take notice that this has various things like several sets of clothes. There's a ID badge in here, employee 2847J. Her name was Jebra, and she is.
You are looking at a girl's dainty things. You need to get out of there.
Oh no! This girl was not dainty at all. Absolutely not dainty.
You're looking at a very large woman's thing, so you need to get out of there.
Yes. Yeah. She was more or less a lumberjack of a woman. She was kind of big.
She was a almost Wookiee.
Pretty much, yeah.
But
Yeah. We'll have to explain it to him after the game. Anyway, it's just personal effects is what it is.
that ID, was it like an Imperial ID?
It is an Imperial ID. It is mag stripping coded. with a
Try to swipe it.
with a lockout check.
I know, sweetie. We're working on it.
You're going to try to swipe it.
On one of the crates.
All right. Which one? The one on the top or the one on the bottom?
I have no idea.
Well, you know what? The one on the bottom is a closer one to you.
Yeah.
You give a swipe to it, and the lights blink in a 3-digit blink, blink, blink pattern. Then after that, you hear click, and it goes psh, and it opens up. And as it opens, do you open it up as it? I mean, it's become slightly cracked, so you can open it up.
Yes.
All right, you open it up and you look around, and there's one single thing in there. It is wrapped up in some kind of cloth.
Perception. I'm gonna open up the cloth.
Do 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 do.
Do.
All right. That's what is in there. And I typed it because you are the only person that is in there, so you're the only one that gets to know.
I'm frantically gonna open the other one. Or try to.
The other one's locking mechanism is broken. It does not unlock smoothly. You hear it as if it is halfway catching and opening up. If you happen to have something like a crowbar, a really good knife blade, or something like that, you can try to pop it. All right. Give me a strength roll. And after this, we'll go through the other 3, and then that'll be that for tonight.
Yeah, because it is
With
past my
a
time.
knife, because it would be effectively the damage from the knife, right?
Yeah, more or less. But
Good at a +1.
you do take notice that it seems to be a frayed wire, and you easily cut it. It's snagged on it, and it pops it open, and you see another one of what you just found.
I pocket it.
Those are literally the only ones on this planet.
Oh boy.
Oh.
God.
Yeah. All right, so you pocket it. I'm gonna go on over to Hito. Hito,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Looking at Watcher. Hang on one second. Why do I have to come with you to get the information? There's got to be a way we can figure this out now so you can be gone and we can be done.
You have the information in your head. It's just buried deep in you.
And
Of course, I just jumped my turn.
No, that's fine. I'll let you two do 2 more talking back and forth, then I'll go over to Awesome, and then that'll be that for the night.
The key to opening your mind is on my ship. But unfortunately, I do not have the facilities on board to do so.
And why should I trust you? The moment you met us, the first thing you did was murdered 4 guards. Why should I trust you?
I murdered those guards to give you a way out.
That's not what it
I
seemed
did
like to
not
me.
murder you when I very easily could have.
Hey, he has a point. He at any point in time, he can kill all 3 of you guys and just keep on going.
All right, we're going to end that part there. It's over to Awesome.
All right, Awesome. You get the final action. What would you like to do?
Can I perceive to see if do I need to know if I feel like that this is escalating into the unfriendly zone? How do I do that?
You can tell that things are very tense naturally.
I can tell natural tension is rising.
There's a natural tension.
So
Well, I mean, Hito wants to not be around him. He seems like as if he just wants to talk. You need to turn that off. Your lightsaber is currently broken. Yes.
So, because of the fact that I know that my light bow can take down a TIE fighter at a long distance, I'm gonna do something dumb.
No, don't do dumb. Dumb not good. Dumb bad.
I am going to shoot his ship.
All right.
This dumb good.
Hey, Watcher,
Yeah.
you know what? Never mind. I'll roll it for you. Don't worry about it. It's your ship. The stats have not been officially set in stone, and I actually know what your armor is. All right, go ahead and roll out your blaster.
My is a 5d6 with a difference of 5. So what does that mean? All right, let's see. And I want to do a force point with that.
Okay. You can force point it.
Okay, so with that, but I need to roll again.
No, well, you roll your blast. What is your blaster skill?
5d6, 17 was what I rolled.
Yeah, you rolled a 17, so your force points that doubles it.
So 34.
All right, 34. I'll go ahead and tell you, you're not getting past his shield. He has a very unique, extremely special ship.
And this should be seen as a warning shot only, not as an attack shot.
A warning shot will go by the ship and not hit it. You blatantly, point blank, shot his ship. That's not a warning shot. That's an act of aggression.
You put scoring marks on my hull.
No, he caused your shields to temporarily flash.
Which reveals to us some more information about this ship.
Now we know it has good shields.
That's the shields on low standby power. Alright guys, I'm gonna give you a whole week to choose to do exactly, plot and plan what you're gonna do. Let me tell you, you guys have absolutely been hating on each other for, I don't want to be around that guy. Maybe you can talk about it a little more. Everyone gets, you know what? There was a whole lot of talking and not very much combat. However, there was the talking was very important. Everyone gets 2 points.
Yay.
If you use a skill that you can actually dump the points into, you can dump both points into it.
All right, let me ask you a question. Now, my languages is 2D plus 2. If I put one in there, it'll go to a 3D. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do, one of them. Because my languages is crap with this Wookiee.
Alright, so I used languages, I used command,
And I used my blaster, my light
I
bow.
used
rather.
control.
So I do. Would it go under blaster or would it go under light bow?
Blaster. It always goes into skill. The weapon damage never, ever, ever increases.
Gotcha,
It's
gotcha.
just your skill to do so.
Alright guys, I'm sorry to do this, but I have got to spend time with my wife. So I love y'all. I will see y'all later, okay?
Yep, later.
Later.
Alright.
4D plus 4 was my blaster skill.
And to
but-
all you fantastic people out there, thanks for joining us. We're going to get off of here really quickly. We will see y'all on the next adventure, which is going to be this Friday from 8 p.m. to 10. So we'll see you later. Stay safe. Have a great week.